Returning to golf after getting a knee replacement can be hard or it can be easy. As a licensed physical therapist and someone certified by Titleist Performance Institute to work with golfers, I can give you 3 keys that are going to make sure it's easy. Key number 1 is to understand which knee it is and its particular effect on the golf swing. For example, if you've had a knee replacement on your trail side, then the biggest potential problem returning to golf is when you load the trail side at the top of your backswing. One of the things that will make it easier to load that trail side without overstressing the knee, particularly overstressing it in a torqued rotation fashion, is to make sure that you have enough hip rotation. But not any rotation, we need hip internal rotation. So hip internal rotation, if I'm talking about my right knee, is this type of rotation. If you spend time trying to improve your hip external rotation, it's not going to have nearly as much benefit for you as if you try to improve internal rotation. So again, I'm going to go to the top of the backswing. I'm internally rotated on this trail hip, and in order to not stress the knee, I have to have proper hip mobility. If it's on the lead side, the biggest stress you get is when you load into the downswing on that knee. Now, there's a key. You're going to get a lot of stress in that front side knee when you load into the top of the backswing in external rotation, unless you allow the heel to lift. It's something I encourage patients to do all the time when they're first getting back to golf. You want to take some stress off of that knee, then go into your backswing, allow that front heel to lift a little bit, and it's going to take a significant amount of stress off of the knee. And then make sure you have enough internal rotation so that when you load into that lead side and finish through, you're not overstressing the knee. So I've got some stuff that's going to help you improve your hip internal rotation. You'll see it in the comments. You'll see a link coming up on the screen for it. But when it comes to knee replacement, hip internal rotation is probably going to be the more important hip mobility motion you need to make your return to golf easy. The second key to returning to golf after knee replacement being easy is that the quads are king. The muscle on the front of your thigh, your quadriceps muscle, actually it's 4 muscles, hence the quad name, is probably the biggest single determining factor of how much stress goes into your knee. If your quads are really strong, they absorb a lot of force. They protect the knee and the joint, or the prosthetic in this case. And if your quads are weak, they are unable to shield the knee the way it needs to be in order to golf comfortably. So, something like squats are a huge movement. You should be able to squat until your thighs are parallel to the ground. You should at least be able to do one of those. You should be able to get up and down from the chair easily. You've probably seen a leg extension machine. That is another great adjunct to increase quad strength. But when we make the golf swing, specifically when we load into the front side, we are essentially squatting into that lead leg. And if we do not have our quads ready to absorb that force, it spells trouble. On top of all of that, most golf courses have some type of incline to them, so you're going to be going up and down hills. What do you think the muscle is that takes a lot of the force to get us up and down hills or steps? Of course you guessed it is the quad. And again, that is 100% the case. So make sure that if you want to make your return to golf easy, after a total knee replacement, you strengthen the quad. Our third and final key to making a return to golf after knee replacement easy is a tip to not forget about the ankles. The ankles are really kind of a magical joint when it comes to health of our knee, our hip, and even our back. Our ankles are literally constructed so that when they contact the ground, with help from the foot, they can even out the forces, right? If I have you circle your ankle around either direction, up, down, you can make all those movements. And that's because the ankle is uniquely built to manipulate its contact with the ground so that the force it comes into the knee is even. If we look at the knee, really all it does is bend and straighten. It has a very difficult time absorbing forces that are side to side or rotation based. So if we want to protect the knee, we're going to get the ankles in great shape. Now there's a whole lot of exercises you can do. I'm not going to cover them in this video, but if you have questions about them, please let me know. And while you're doing that, just please look at this up close video of ankle movement and notice how it has this ability to move, adapt, change position in order to absorb the forces that are coming into it when you contact the ground. Those are my 3 keys for returning to golf after total knee replacement. Thanks for spending time with me. I've actually created a full checklist for returning to golf after total knee replacement. You can find that in one of my other videos you should see coming up on your screen. I'll also make sure it's accessible to you in the comments. Thanks.